Okay, everybody, checking 1, 2, 3 with the mic. Ha ha ha. So, I've been wanting to just rant and talk about things, kind of like when you're like in writing class and you gotta just write a blank page and just put it out into the universe and just express yourself. And I feel like the last few months have been kind of interesting. I've been kind of on like a non-stop road trip. But funny thing is, I was driving back from Arizona to Los Angeles, and I heard this song on the radio, and it sounded familiar to me, and it sounded like a song I hadn't heard in a long time, right? And I was like, I know that song. It goes, "You said you didn't need her, you told her goodbye, you sacrificed a good love to satisfy your pride. Now you wish that you could have her, and you feel like such a fool." And it kind of goes to a different chord where it goes, "You let her walk away, and just don't feel the same. Gotta blame it on some..." Oh, he said the magic word, blame. Blame it on the rain, yeah, yeah. Blame it on the stars, didn't shine at night. Whatever you do, don't put the blame on you. Blame it on the rain, yeah, yeah. What the hell? That's fucking Milli Vanilli. The group that was so just vilified because it turned out that the two guys, Rob Pilatus and what's the other guy? I'll look it up real quick here. Milli Vanilli. Rob Pilatus and Fab Morvan, one of whom passed away, was caught. Turned out that they weren't the actual singers, which was huge news back then. You know, that was like if some band you really liked, you found out they were just lip syncing. It was just like crazy news, right? I had the tape, okay, guys? I had the tape. I think my brother got it for me for Christmas or something. I had a lot of good songs on it, man. Girl, You Know It's True. The slow song, It's a Tragedy for Me to See. Anyway, I'm trying not to sing too loud because I'm in an apartment right now in North Hollywood. So, anyway, I got to thinking about what an interesting story it was. And on an aside, in the year 2005, I was bumming around in Austria with a backpack. I came across a band, and I looked up the name of the band, and I don't remember what the name of the band was now. I looked up the name of the band, and I looked up the singer, and the singer was one of the guys that had sang for Milli Vanilli. And after Milli Vanilli disbanded, there was a group called the Real Milli Vanilli, which was like the actual singers, but none of their songs really became hits. So I just think the whole story is fascinating. You could look at it and go, it's just a big joke or whatever, but it's a very interesting thing, like what people will do for fame. People will fake it till they make it, It's also interesting because Milli Vanilli, they seemed to have the whole package. They had the whole look, they had the dance moves, and people thought they had the singing chops, which is what they didn't have. They didn't have the songwriting and the singing chops, but they had everything else. So it was kind of this package where somebody put it all together, and for a while it just worked. I just find the whole story very interesting, and I don't know. It's cool, and the other thing I was thinking about is the music in terms of pop music, the songs are pretty good. You know, and now, like, everyone wants to say it's just a big joke because it's Milli Vanilli, but songs were actually pretty good. And, you know, I'm not completely a pop music guy, but I do appreciate a good song. So, anyway, I'm just kind of going down and talking about a few things. So, we're talking about road trips, right? I've seen a lot of, like, funny road trip stuff, and one time I was taking a road. I was coming back to LA from north, so I was going over the Grapevine, and somewhere around there's some stretch where if you get in a traffic jam over there, there's a long stretch where you can't get off the freeway, and I had to pee really bad for a while, and I remember like it was just wall to wall. Like I was like, if I had to pee right now, the only way I could pee is like to pee into a jar or something like that. But and then I just started like kind of like I was just like, God, what am I gonna do? And then like on the side of the road to the left, there's this little area where you can't drive. It's only for tractors and people working on the roads. And I don't know what they call that. Some kind of government little lane where nobody can go. And I saw a big kind of government or working truck going with the flashlights. And it just made me think, man, if I was rich and I just didn't care about getting a ticket, I would just fucking go into that lane, right? You know how sometimes people have the same idea you did? So then, like, I look over, there's a guy in a pink Mustang with these huge wheels, and he got the same idea, and he went into that lane. And I'm just wondering, I don't know what kind of ticket you can get for that, but he went into that lane, and he took that lane, and he just passed everybody, just risking that ticket, and I was just like, oh my God, if I didn't have to worry about that. So, anyway, I was thinking today, I have a new passion. It's honey. I love honey. And I think that honey, to me, tastes healthy. I mean, I know you can't eat gobs and gobs of it. Lately, I've probably been eating a little too much honey. But before I left to Arizona this last time, I met some guy who had a bee company, Abuelita Honey, I think. He was from, like, the valley. And I bought some honey off of him. He was just selling, like, door to door. And the honey was really damn good, right? And I just started thinking, and I've been putting honey in my tea a lot. And like, all of a sudden, I'm like, man, I'm almost like the way people are with weed, but with honey. Like, I'm just like, I can't get enough of it, I'm like sticky icky, Anyway, I don't know, that's kind of random, but one thing that sucks about COVID is that the gyms aren't open, and I used to love going to the gym. But the funny thing about gyms nowadays, you got to be careful because you could go into the gym and be there all day and never work out. There's so much to do in a gym. They got the TVs going on. They got music playing. You could do your homework. You could get in a conversation. You could go like 3 hours and then realize you haven't even worked out yet in the gym. I don't know. I don't know why I was just thinking about that. But I remember one time I was trying to learn my lines for an acting class I was taking, and I was at a LA Fitness in Westwood. And I was like working on the lines, and I was like on it. I was in the hot tub, and I was just thinking about how you could just get distracted in the gym and like not even work out that much. There's so much to do. Can't be lazy. Grab a snack, watch some TV, watch some more TV. You can tell if a motel sucks. If the towels are too short to wrap around your body. Like if they give you a towel that's like 3 or 4 feet long and you're like struggling to like use it. That's how you can tell it's a bad motel. Like when we went to the Motel 6, it was like that. The tiles were all short. I remember there was a guy that he said to me, "Is your maternal grandfather was he balding?" And I'm like, "Why would you say that?" And he was like, "Well, because balding runs on the mother's side, like the father or the mother, and you seem like you're balding." And I'm just kind of like, "Why would you say that? It's so weird, you know." So I was like, does your mom's dad have Asperger's or Tourette's and says like rude things? And then he's like, no, that's the dad's side. But yes, my dad's dad had Tourette's. Anyway, kind of silly. Meter maids. Meter maids are very happy. That's a happy job because they get to like go to Beverly Hills or wherever where people make more money and they get to be like, okay, fuck you, you gotta pay this ticket. I don't know. I used to work at Pepperdine. The girls there talk like a vocal fry. Oh my god, like Jesus was so hot. Oh my god, I wish he was still here today. Oh my god, that surfer guy looks like Jesus. Oh my goodness. Oh my god, I love the Lord with all my heart. It's kind of like how people talk about Jewish American princesses, but it's like Christians. Kind of funny. Anyway, I'm just ranting here. This woman once said if my hands would stop sweating if I would sleep with her. Because I got these really sweaty hands. She's like, if you just slept with me, your hands would stop sweating. And I'm like, where is she now? I don't know why I said no. Oh, one time I was sitting at a bus stop, and this guy was like, fancy head motherfucker. And I couldn't tell if it was an insult or a compliment. Fancy head motherfucker. That's funny. This one guy asked if I had an extra $1. Nobody has an extra $1. I have an extra negative, like, dollars. You know what I mean? Like, it's like, nobody's walking around with extra dollars, buddy. Sorry. I'm waiting for like a positive hacker to hack me and pay off all my debts. You know, like what if there's some like pay it forward type of hacker that like went around giving people money, like all of a sudden like you realize you have like if I think that'd be fun if you're like a billionaire, be like a positive hacker, like just randomly put money in people's bank accounts and shit. I think that'd be funny. You know, that's why I put my information out there. I'm hoping someone will do that. You know. Oh. Okay. What's up, man? I'm making a YouTube video.